Go to acradio.live to order your copy today.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, I'm Alicia Couri, and I'm here to influence, educate, inspire, and entertain you with audacious confidence. Audacious confidence is the unshakable belief in yourself that's so bold and so daring that you live your life without limits or restrictions. So join me on my show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, so we can discover the unknown you. Call in to join the conversation at 888-565-1470. Let's get started. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. It's Alicia Couri here, and I am so excited because today I have, I always have a great guest when I have a guest on, but today I have my sister, kindred sister here, because we are both in the beauty industry. Yes, we're both makeup artists, and this is Mandy Fredric. Yes. And Mandy, like I said, she's a professional makeup artist, and she also founded the Discover the Beauty Within organization, Women Empowerment organization, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today because there's a special event coming up that we want to share with you. Did you get your flyer back? We have to make sure we get that back. Flyer back. Okay, we have to make sure we get that back so we can show it to everyone.
Most definitely.
But Mandy also, she's very passionate about empowering women. She's also she is an amazing recording artist. She's an amazing singer.
Yes, I am.
She's multi-talented. And so we are going to talk about, today though, we're going to talk about the Discover the Beauty Within Empowerment event that's coming up at the end of this week. It's actually this Saturday.
Yes.
But first of all, welcome, Mandy. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Miss Alicia Couri. It's a pleasure to be here.
Great.
Yes.
So anything that you want to first share? Oh, there's your flyer. Thank you so much. Hi, Norma. So, yes. Anything you wanted to share specifically that I didn't cover in your bio? I'll give you a second.
Well, I am a music artist. I'm a gospel singer. I'm a minister of music. Matter of fact, I have an event that I'm doing September the 2nd that I'm really proud about. It's my friend's Alicia Payne music single release, and I'm one of the headliners there.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm going to be tearing up the stage.
Yay.
September the 2nd. It's going to be at the Enrichment Center at 6:30 p.m. So look out for that. If you guys are around the Fort Lauderdale area, you can mostly come out and support. It's going to be amazing.
Great.
And I have a single to, I have quite a few projects that's in line. I just have to go one step at a time. Not go ahead of myself. So I have quite a few projects in line. I'm not sure if you want me to tell them about it.
Well, we'll get to that at the end because we really want to focus on the event that's coming up. And I have a few questions I wanted to ask you because the show is called Unleash Your Audacious Confidence.
Yes.
Oh, wait a second. I forgot to share it out on Facebook. So if you are watching live on Facebook, guys, I want to make sure that you guys can see what's going on because I am live. So, yeah. There we go. See, I'm getting like now double. So, share it out. It's shared. So, I wanted to ask you, first of all, where does your confidence come from personally for performing and stepping out? Because you have a full-time job.
No, I won't actually do makeup, hair full-time now.
Right. Hair and makeup full-time.
Yes.
And you still have found time to do this event every year for the last 4 years.
Yes.
Right. So what gives you the courage or the confidence to, number one, be a recording artist and put yourself out there, and number two, events aren't easy to produce and create, to host an event?
Well, first, I like to say, again, thank you for having me. My confidence comes from God. No, I can't take no glory. I can't take no credit. Some people ask me, how do you do so much things at one time? But I believe if you have a source, my source is God. I don't know everybody else, but my source is God. He gives me the energy that I need to perform, whether it's on stage musically or whether it's on stage at the empowerment event.
Right.
One thing I understand is when you have a passion for something, when you have a passion to serve people, whether it's through your music or doing their makeup. Your passion is, I want to encourage them. I
Right.
want to make them feel beautiful. I want to make them feel important. I want to let them know that it's going to be all right.
All right.
So that gives me the drive, because it's not about self. One thing I know is when you're doing something and
Especially when you're doing it for someone else.
for someone else, it gives you that push that you need. Because sometimes, you know, we all have our little problems that we go through. But the minute you get yourself off of thinking of you and you focus on somebody else, your problem seems little to nothing.
Right.
So that's basically where I get my confidence from. I give all glory to God. I take no credit for it.
All right. Amen. So, again, we're both in the beauty industry.
Yes, we are.
And we see beauty similarly
Yes.
as not just the aesthetic, not just what you see in front.
Yes.
So you tell me where you think beauty comes from.
Beauty. See, before you were born, you were already created with everything that you need.
Right.
Beauty is not something that comes from me, because I love makeup. Don't get me wrong. I love makeup. Okay, hands
We
down.
are makeup artists.
But your beauty starts from within. Where do you get that beauty? It all starts with the foundation. I get my beauty from God, because there's no amount of makeup that you can put on to make you feel beautiful if you're broken inside.
Right.
And sometimes we try to outweigh the outer exterior versus fixing what's broken on the inside. You have a lot of women that walks around broken that don't know who they are.
Right.
That's finding your beauty. When you know who you are, when you know who you were created to be, when you know who you're created to exist
starting
in,
to preach.
what realm
We are
you were
preaching.
created to exist in, then you find your beauty.
I love it.
Beauty is not just looks. Beauty is walking in that purpose.
Right.
Whether it's walking in the courtroom and being a judge, whether it's walking in that Fortune 500 company and you running it, whether it's in the beauty industry, you doing different fashion shows, or whether it's in a bakery, or whether it's in an organization to
It's
pastor
living your life
people.
with passion and purpose.
Exactly.
That's where your
beauty.
beauty comes from.
Because guess
Yes.
what? It's not about you.
That's right.
It's
and
not.
we're back again about serving others.
Yes.
So
exactly.
you said something that kind of struck a chord, because there's a lot of, you say a lot of women are walking around broken on the inside, and there's a lot of attention now to, you know, body image and
Yes.
fixing the image of your body, because
Yes.
a lot of women especially they have body dysmorphia and they're not seeing beauty in their own physical appearance. And so I agree with you that it's so important to fix
Yes.
what's broken on the inside
Fix it.
first, so that you can see your beauty on the outside.
Exactly.
Yeah, so with that, we're going to segue, and I'm going to ask you, how did this event get started then?
Well, Miss Alicia, this event got started August the 8th, 2014. It all got started in a makeup class that I had put together. You know, I didn't know what I was doing. I just had a vision to do a makeup class, and then I put together a program with me, my sisters, my side who helps me a lot. I'm trying to find the proper name to put. I'm not gonna say she's my side person, but you know, she's my partner. She helps me a lot, and it just started with a makeup class. I said, okay, I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial, God, and teach the women how to look good when they're going.
I remember you when you were promoting that class. I remember.
Yes, to the beauty industry. And sometimes when God gives you a vision, He doesn't give you the whole puzzle at one time.
Right.
But you just
Little
have to
pieces.
run with it. He gives you bits and pieces at a time. And the organization got birthed after that event was done. I was like, okay, I did what I know I'm supposed to do. But then I got a check in my spirit. It was like, okay, that's nice. You're teaching the girls how to do makeup. You're
But now
teaching them
what?
how to look good. But why don't you teach them how to discover their beauty from within? How about that? Because again,
Yes.
we can put the makeup,
We can fix a lot of
fix
stuff
up
with
the
makeup.
hair. We can buy the hair. We can buy the pieces and put them in and make it look good. Make it look good. And there's nothing wrong with that, ladies, because trust me, I make it look good. But at the end of the day, when you're secure with who you are on the inside,
Right.
you got a spiritual foundation, and it's something greater than yourself,
Yes,
everything will fall into place.
absolutely. I'm trying to see if we had any questions. So listen, when we come, we're not going to commercial yet, but when we come back, I just wanted to let you know that we are going to give away 2 tickets.
Yes, 2 tickets.
2 tickets for the event on Saturday.
Yes.
So stay tuned. You got to call 1-888-565-1470.
Yes.
to win 2 tickets to the Discover the Beauty Within Extravaganza this Saturday. So make sure you jump on the phones and call in for those 2 tickets. So the next question I wanted to ask you, well, your name is Mandy Fredric.
Yes.
Where does the fresh come from? Mandy Fresh Fredric. Where does the fresh come from?
I'm going to tell you where it got started. My previous church that I used to go to, I used to always go every Sunday, you know, making sure I look my best.
Right.
And I used to be a part of, you know, the worship team there. And the music director called me Fresh. He said, because you're always coming in looking fresh. So that's how I got the name Mandy Fresh, and I just stuck with it and ran with it.
All right.
So everything is fresh when it comes to me. You got to keep it fresh. Got to keep it cool.
Nice. So the event is coming up on Saturday.
Yes.
You have a whole. Sorry, I think I'm getting. There we go. You have a whole list of speakers and panelists. And so tell us, what can we expect? Oh, I know many of the people that are on this list.
Yes,
you are in for a treat.
Oh yes.
So tell us about the speakers that you have and the panelists that are coming on.
Well, I'm proud to say that one of the speakers is my pastor, Pastor Angela Hood, and I'm excited. I know she's going to bring an encouraging word to let the ladies, you know, testify about her testimony, what she's been through, and how she discovered her beauty, and how she arose in the queen that she is today. And awesome. I know Danny Spikes. I know she's going to bring fire.
Danny is going to have us in stitches.
Oh, yes. She's like a metaphoric speaker. Like, she'll use the craziest things and give you that, oh, wow, that wow
to bring
moment.
a message, yes. She is amazing.
She's gorgeous.
She's so funny.
And we have Geralda Larkins. She's a pastor as well. And she's also the founder of the Strategic Society. And I believe she has something to tell the ladies.
Yeah.
Every speaker were handpicked deliberately for the theme, because they all have their realm of sphere of influence that they walk into, and they all have their struggles that they've been through.
Right.
And I believe they have the message to be able to portray the women how to arise as a queen that you are. Because last year we told everybody to live out loud, but this year we're telling them to arise into the queen that they are.
Queen. I love it.
Yes.
And
of course we have our panelists. We have Miss Shelby Rushing from 99 Jam. She's going to be there. She's one of our celebrity panelist discussion. We have Davika Williams and Miss Shakina Burton.
Davika was on our shows a couple months ago. So yes.
It's going to be amazing. I'm
That's
excited.
Great. I am excited too.
And we do have a couple of appearances. We have Treyon Gaskin. He's a comedian. He's going to be partnering up with you.
With me. Wait, hold up. We're going to talk about that when we come back. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back in two seconds. Yes. Hi, I'm Alicia Couri, and you know me from my radio show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Couri. If you lack confidence and boldness to really go out there and conquer the world, I'm here to share this valuable resource. In my book, Your Signature Style, Unlocking the Confidence, Style, and Influence of the Savvy CEO, I'll take you through a process where you can release your fears and embrace your femininity as a powerful tool to unleash your audacious confidence and win. This is where it all began for me, and I want to share it with you. Get your copy today at acradio.live. Bring out your beauty and confidence from the inside out. Buy this book today at www.acradio.live. Afraid of needles? Anxious about going under the knife? Do the words invasive surgery make you queasy to think about? After years of being mistaken for someone in her 20s, Alicia Couri, a mom of 3 in her late 40s, finally got tired of hearing, "You should write a book about why you look so young." So that's exactly what she did. In her book, Age Younger, 21 Tips to Make Your 40s Look Like Your 20s, she outlines 21 of her top tips for looking and feeling decades younger. These tips can easily be implemented into your own lifestyle so you too can make your 40s look like your 20s. Go to acradio.live to order your copy today. You're listening to Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Couri. Now, let's get back to the show. All right. We are back. We're just chit-chatting here. We're back. So my guest here is Mandy Fresh Fredric. I love it. And yes, let me just show you these two books. These are my books. So they are available on Amazon. You can go to acradio.live and you can order your copies from there. So, Mandy.
Yes, we're back.
I am going to be at the event.
Yes, you are going to be at the event.
And what do you have planned for me to do?
Well, I have planned for you to partner up with Trayon Gaskin. He's a comedian.
Yes.
So we're going to be basically doing a little bit of new school makeup versus old school makeup. How they did it back in the days. I'm not going to tell you everything, but just know you're in for a treat.
You're in for a treat.
It's going to be a little...
Because he is hilarious.
Yes, he is. Extremely hilarious.
Lord help me, Jesus. I'll probably be more entertained than doing the entertaining. Because I'll be on the floor laughing.
He's coming in as Mother Raspberry.
All right.
Yes.
Mother Raspberry.
Mother Raspberry.
She's going to teach us a thing or two about makeup.
Back in the old days.
Yes, back in the old days. So we have that coming up. You have vendor tables.
We have vendor tables that are that we're going to have a couple of jewelries, books. Of course, some of the speakers are going to put their stuff on the table. We have a variety of vendors that's going to be there. A variety of vendors. We have our sponsors that's going to be there as well. I don't know why my tongue is getting tied, but okay. So we have our sponsors that are going to be there as well. So we have a variety of people that's going to be there that they can purchase. So yes, come cash ready so you can purchase from the vendors.
Yes, and there's usually some really great products, because a lot of these vendors are, they have their own small business.
Yes.
A lot of them make their own products, like candles or skincare products, and so come prepared to support the small businesses. The small business owners. Don't forget, we're giving away 2 tickets before the end of the show. So call in at 868-565-1470.
Yes.
So, hi, those of you who are watching on Periscope and Facebook. I just want to say hi. The next thing we started talking earlier about projects that you have coming up. Certain things in the works. So let's get a little let's divulge a little bit of that.
Okay. Well, I do have a book that should be releasing
in the
late
fall,
late October, early November. It's called 21 Days of Beauty Empowerment for God's Beauty Queens.
Wow. 21 days of empowerment.
Yes, beauty empowerment.
Beauty empowerment.
Yes.
That is awesome, because do I say that word too much? Because the thing is, we need that reminder. We need that we all have that little voice in our head that's not necessarily too kind to us. And so doing the 21 days, and it's probably suggested that you, after the first 21, that you start over and you continue to do the 21. So it's like a journal.
It's like every day I give a little testimony. You'll probably find some comedy here and there, some live things that happen in the process of my childhood. And, of course, they'll have some affirmations in the book.
Okay.
And then there's a section for you to write down your thoughts and, basically what you thought of that day, what impacted you. So it's going to have a journal section to it.
There's a journal section to it. Great. Because sometimes when you journal things and then you go back and you read it, and you realize, wow, I've grown so much from that point.
Yes.
And so beauty empowerment, learning how to empower your own beauty and yourself.
Yes.
That's so important. It's so important. So you have the book coming up.
Yes.
What else you got coming up? I know you said something about music.
Yeah, like I said, September the 2nd, I'm going to be at the Enrichment Center at our Feature Paying Music single release. Look out for that. I am one of the headliners.
Yay.
So we're going to be blazing the stage. Yes, for the
Can
Lord.
you give us like a little...
You going to put me on the spot like that?
I'm going to put you on the spot. Just a little taste.
My throat a little dry. Don't hold that to me, okay?
All right. We won't hold it against you.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
If you don't want to do it, that's fine. You guys have to come on September 2nd. I wasn't planning to. It just,
fine.
It just,
I'll sing.
Just flowing.
Hallelujah, that's the highest praise. Hallelujah, glory to your name. Praise be unto you, God. As I look to hills, from it cometh my help. and coming from the Lord. Yeah. Ooh, praise be to your name, glory to your name, with honor and power, he will supply all of your needs according to his riches. All right, I'm done, girl.
All right.
I'm done. Girl, you put me on the spot.
I know you're not warmed up or anything.
I'm not warmed up, you guys. There's a little frog in there. Yes.
Yeah, well, don't even try to ask me to sing. So, but you have such a powerful, resonating voice. I love it. I love it, love it. So you have that coming up. Yes, to God be the glory. And what else do we have? Do you have something else coming up?
Next year I'm going to release another single. So you look out for that. It's called God on My Side.
Nice.
Yes, it's called God on My Side. So it's going to be interesting. It's a testimony of it all that, you know, where you when I my hook is like, see, I've been around the world.
See, I can't stop her now. She started and I can't stop. She's just going to give it to you now.
I'm going to give it to you. See, I've been around the world, been through different pains and struggles. One thing that I know, God is on my side. God is on your side. He is on our side, yeah. That's not how it fully goes. Please excuse me, but yeah, it's in the works.
It's in the works.
It's coming out in 2018. Look out for it.
Awesome. So I wanted to ask you, because, again, we talked earlier about how it is challenging to put on events.
Yes, it is.
What were some of the struggles that you had early on creating this event that we're going to all be amazed at on Saturday?
Okay, one thing I want all the visionaries to understand, because people don't understand what goes on behind the scene. They just see the final result and everything is nice.
And everything looks pretty and pink.
I
wore pink in honor of you. I wore pink in honor of you today. You see?
Yes,
pink
I'm a
and
pink
purple,
girl.
pink and purple.
I'm a pink girl. I love pink. So
yeah. I'm surprised you weren't in pink today.
No,
but
I wore pink today.
I knew that, and I wore pink in honor of you.
Man, listen, doing events is not always easy because you need the tenacity to continue even when it feels like people aren't supporting, but they are supporting. But what you have to realize is there's a process in everything. Mm-hmm. So for me, the process getting to the event can be a bit challenging because you have to get to a place in your mind.
Yes.
Even though certain things do not look like what it seems, you have to continue.
Right.
You may think you don't have people in your corner, but you do. It's a trick of the mind. See, once you overcome your mind, sky is the limit. Sky is not even the limit. It's just overcoming your mind, overcoming your mindset, your
beliefs.
Yes. About
and
yourself.
Those voices again that tell you can't, or that nobody's going to come. And
exactly.
Actually, that's how this book, Age Younger, why it sat for 2 years and I didn't release it because I kept saying to myself, nobody's going to want to read that. Nobody's interested in what you have to say. So I just sat on it.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, it's important, like you said, to have that tenacity, to have the audaciousness.
The audacity.
To have the audacity to say, I'm going to do an event.
Yes.
And I'm going to see this through.
Yes.
And there are a lot of obstacles that come your way.
Oh, yeah. A lot of obstacles. Sometimes you don't see right away where the money is coming from.
Right.
Because you're stepping out on faith. You don't know if people's going to believe.
You have to sign a contract. For the space.
Yes. And then you have to get people on board with the vision for them to sponsor you.
Right.
So then that voice that you're talking about, say, oh, nobody's going to support what you're doing. But in reality, there is. Sometimes when you see a setback, it's not really a setback.
An opportunity.
It's an opportunity for you to it's an opportunity for you to prove yourself to yourself that you can do it. Because everything that we need is already inside of us. God gave us the wit, the tenacity, the drive, the strive to go forth. But we have to believe that we can do it despite of what obstacle come our way. Despite of who we think may not be supporting. Some people support from afar. Some people are just waiting to see, okay, let me see what she's going to do.
Right.
Let me see how far this is going to go. Or let me see how long. Is this just another one pop up and it closed down? You don't see for years. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not that people don't support, people are watching to see if you're going to be consistent.
Yes.
Once you are consistent, after you get to a certain place, you're not going to have to work that hard because you planted,
Yes.
you watered, and you allowed God to bring the harvest.
All right. See,
So-
she's just a natural preacher. She's just bringing the word. Everything.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
You
It's in
can't
me.
help it. It's in you. Yep.
It's
It's
in
in
me.
you. It comes out of you. So, y'all, that's when you squeeze a melon, what do you get?
You're
You
gonna
get
get
melon.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
squeeze God's child, you're gonna get the word. so I love supporting you in this event. I've been to
You've been
all of
to
it.
the
I think the
yeah.
first one that you talked about with the makeup, I saw you.
Yeah.
I did not come to that one, but
Yes.
I've been to every event
Yes,
since
you
then.
have.
I've seen your
Yes.
growth. I've seen how people are
You
coming
have,
out.
Alicia.
I
You have. Yes,
I've
you
been there.
have.
I've done things. I've been on a
Yes.
panel.
Yes.
I did a makeup demo for you before.
Last minute, I threw her on the panel.
She
you
threw
guys.
me last
I
minute.
said, you're going to be on the panel.
Yep, I was there doing makeup for her guest speakers, and she's like, I need an extra panelist. You. I'm like, okay.
As a matter of fact, you came on board last minute to help me
Put
with
makeup,
the speaker, 'cause I
the
was
makeup for the
like-
speakers and everything. So, I'm in your corner. You know
yes,
that.
I know that. And
So-
it's divine connection because it's
Right.
like we met at an event. I'm trying
We
to remember
met,
where we
we,
met.
we had a coach in common, but we're wrapping up
Okay.
today.
Okay,
So
cool.
we still, if you want to get those 2 tickets, Facebook me, send me a message on Facebook to come to the Discover the Beauty Within
Yes.
Extravaganza this Saturday.
Extravaganza.
Can you tell us where it is quickly?
It is at the Woodland Country Club in Tamarack, Florida. Doors
What time?
Doors open at 6 p.m.
6
It's not
p.m.
guaranteed everybody's going to get a seat, so get here on time.
Get there
so you
early.
Can get you a seat.
And how do they get in touch with you really quickly?
They can call me at 954-839-5339 directly.
All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Mandy, for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone have a fabulous week. I'll see you on Monday with another great guest, and we'll see you next time. A wise friend always says to me, we have a finite number of minutes to spend. And just like you can only spend $1 once, you can only spend 1 minute once. It's your choice. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend some of your minutes with me on my show. I wish you love, health, and happiness to live your life with audacious confidence. I love you, and we'll see you next time.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.